Good morning. Out here for another day of video, right? We're just shooting. Today, really important topic, right? I'd like to talk about our character and our values. Now, I think I've already talked about this, but in the last little bit, I've just realized how much more important this actually is with us accomplishing our MVP. So we put down our values and we tie our values, right, to the goals that we're setting. And we should be looking at our values, right, when we're setting these goals, and when we're every action that we take to achieve our goals, we got to make sure that we're living up to our values. We've got to make sure that we're developing that reputation, which goes a long way in getting anything done, right? We're developing that reputation based upon our character and our values. So when we make decisions, when we're deciding what to do, we got to look, okay, does that fit in with my values? Does that fit in with the character that I want the world to see and I want the world to associate with what I am doing? Now, I'll tell you why it's really important. Whenever times get rough, when it's easy to live up to your values and stuff when things are going good, but when things get rough, when things get tough, maybe when you don't have enough money or you don't have enough time, and you could look for an easy way out, right? Do you follow that way if it goes against your values? If it creates a character that you don't want, if it will damage your reputation for short-term gain? In today's world, crazy world, right, of COVID and everything else, we got to look at even a lot of our leaders, be it the Canadian Prime Minister, be it the American President, right? A lot of the world leaders, a lot of the top people, we got to really question, are they following their values? Do they have a set of values that they're following? What is the character traits that they're trying to really portray to the world? And are they doing it effectively? Are they doing it for short-term gain? Or are they doing it for long-term gain? Now, I guess in the world of reality, there's times where you're maybe not going to do everything as perfect as you should. And maybe there's an overriding reason that you've got to take the shortcut. But I would really want us to make sure when we're building out our MVP that we seriously consider the values that we're following. We're seriously looking at the character we're developing. Because remember, that's our reputation. And reputation lasts for a long time, right? People remember different things, especially in the world that we live in today, where everybody's got a camera, where everybody can go back on social media and listen to what you said then, right? And come back and say, hey, you know what? You're not following what you said then. Might have been 5 years ago, might have been 10 years ago. The world has changed, circumstances have changed. But, you know what? We've got our values, we've got the way we want to be remembered. We've got our character, so we've got to make sure that when we do things, that it's not going to be something that we're proud of. We want it to be something that we can look back and say, yeah, we want mom to be able to look at that and say, yeah, that's my son, that's my daughter, right? So I think it's really important, and it's a big part of our program that differentiates it from a lot of other programs out there, is we really take our values and the character that we're creating as something serious, as something important. And it's what I hope is going to differentiate our program from everything else out there. We've got to make sure that we are following our values and that every goal that we set aligns with that. Every task that we do aligns with that. And if it doesn't, we've got to really analyze it and say, okay, is it worth cutting the corner here? Should I really be doing this, right? If we can do that, and if it holds up to that, the fact that we're following our values, following our mission, and at least if we can analyze it and say, okay, this is why it's not, and this is why I'm doing it. At least we're aware of it. Not that it's good to not follow it, but at least we're aware of it, we've analyzed it, and we've made a judgment call. So have a great day, right? Make sure that you're following your character, building the reputation that you want, following the proper values. Have a great day.